Hello everybody, I'm just about ready to get started. We're here on a bonus day. We're just about ready for Even Beat, so we'll see who's in the chat. I know it's a little bit of an odd stream time. I expect people to probably trickle in like another half hour or so. But technically it's Even Beat, as of the time that I'm speaking this. So if nobody's around, I'm just gonna do some solo runs. And if people are around, well, then I hope they're ready to get power leveled in Massive Attack E4, or whatever it's called. It is super good. Otherwise, I'll just do some pods or something. Purple ID kind of OP. I'm gonna boot up the game now that it is officially the start of Even Beat. I still can't believe how much experience we were getting the other day. So again, depending on how many people trickled in, we might do some other things. You could join, but you might have to stop soon. Sure thing, Calvisham. I'll pause the music. I was gonna say, Calvisham, is your raw moral all set up? Character's level is getting out of control. He's still around 80. Good enough. Oh, we lost one beat time. I was messing around too much. So hello to Hellcleave. Let's see, we'll call it Ziggy. Ziggy Party. I think I got everything I need. Oh, you didn't update the game? Ooh. I gotta pick up my gun, otherwise I'm good to go. Hopefully might be doing their ego runs currently, which I don't mind helping with, honestly. As I said before, the whole point is to enjoy Even Beat, no matter what quest we're doing. I'm just getting my gun out of the bank again. I was trying to think to myself if Cannon Rouge is good enough on its own. What I was intending to do with it. When I go to level a new character, that is. Okay. So I'm ready to go. I can say Calvisham not getting the update is a big oof. Flash forecast. Horses and males. I guess I might explain why Hellcleave is playing the Phonuman. I'll mess around while I'm waiting for Calvisham. I'm gonna enjoy the Even Beat. No, even though I'm not in single player, I'm doing okay. Got a defensive 0 out of it. Dreaded Nemesis meets me once more on the battlefield. Oh, I managed to get him stuck. How convenient. Oh, he got outplayed. Hey, you know, this is actually not a bad number of spawns here. I'll say that. I have been in much worse starting areas. I'll take that Tri-Fluid. Look at that, I'm restocking. I'm killing an okay amount of enemies. Feeling pretty good. Doesn't even feel like multiplayer. That's pretty OP. Ooh, a warp. It's like, to me at this point, running the area normally is a quest. I'm like, I don't think I've ever seen it through. Calvisham given the play-by-play. We're gonna break out the whiteboard. We're gonna start drawing circles. I'm like, okay, now Calvisham, he entered his name here. We get the big circle. We just draw frantic lines leading towards the center. Speaking of which, I was gonna say I don't need the dive fluid at all. Oh, there's actual traps. It's a weird feeling. How dare this game have mechanics? They pushed me into a trap. I almost died from that, actually. Well played, enemies. And still more episode than episode 2. Or more XP, I mean. Well, technically more episode as well, because I wouldn't clear many rooms. There we go. Oh, Elpisham is here. The party size has changed. Let's just exit them. Did you really cancel my teleport? What a jerk. Enemy is the worst, chat. Like, legit the worst. Just shaking my head now. Okay. Now, I mean, I'm ready to start a quest if Calvisham is ready. I'm assuming you have the gun. Or you're gonna be very sad. Put it that way. We'll do E, because E is just so good. Oh, you don't have the gun? Didn't we get you one though, Calvisham? I swear we bought you one, like on purpose, last time. Did you give it to another character? Because you got the mag and the gun, I thought, at the same time. Oh, you gave it back. I don't have a spare gun. Calvisham actually trolling. You're killing me, Calvisham. You need to just buy your own gun at this point. Go buy one. You have all those photon drops. Please use them. I can't help you with the gun. I have, like, I think literally 3. One is on a different character and requires remaking the game. But I don't see how... You got the striker unit. Yeah, I thought you paid to get a gun at the time. That's so annoying, actually. The damage is okay. At least you have spread needle. We'll go with spread needle. Spread needle better than nothing. Yeah. Your goal, Calvisham, go get one of these guns. So sad. You're missing out on like the easiest experience. All it'll cost you is like 7 photon drops. If you come back later, I can loan a gun. You said you might have to go soon. Or if we finish this quest, I'll see which character has it. I think my Rocket Seal definitely has one. I don't know who has my other one. It'd be on my Ramar still, I'm not sure. I would now recommend staying at that health total. You are definitely going to dodge Orphan when it spawns. There we go. off by 6 damage. So close. Unlucky. Oh, you're trying to paralyze it? You don't have a V unit, right, though? That character doesn't have a V unit. I mean, you could try. I just don't think it's realistic to expect. Because that's like less than, what, a 30%? Pretty bad. Yeah, that one increased the odds. Again, Spread Needle's fine here. Not like a huge damage loss. In fact, you could do more than the laser gun, potentially. If you get crits. Few lasers. There are other people that want to hop in. Welcome, Kurt. Just let us know. It is so much better to do this with 3 or 4 people. And I'm not looking to clear the quest for the reward. Indeed, surprise PSO. Surprise in the sense that I announced it like 3 days ago. I don't know how much of a surprise that is. I guess if you don't view the Discord, it's a surprise. Joke's on you. I don't think I'm up for a Faux Newman leveling. Honestly, I'm still feeling very burned out from work. But I enjoy just pew-pew lasering everything. I can brain off and talk to chat. You weren't there, didn't catch up on the Vaughn. Exactly. Yeah, I think one of my VODs, for sure, I talked about bonus streams. Could have been yesterday, I guess. Oh, not too bad so far, not too bad. Yeah, this is... Yeah, that ESP 50 is so brutal. I'm gonna use Calvisham as my wall. To be real with you. Calvisham's my decoy here. I'm not even gonna try to pretend that was anything else. I purposely walked so that they would target Calvisham. But thank you, Calvisham. And let me get the easy kill. The nice thing, though, Ron pretty good at landing demons. Having like a demon laser like I am using, or using a Bringer's Arm, pretty good in episode 4. But definitely that's a very cheap upgrade for Calvisham to get in the future. Anything with the health reduction, super good. Got home until late last night, missed the stream yesterday. Yeah, I didn't stream super late yesterday because I had early work. So I'm feeling it right now. In my very being, I feel it. But I'm awake enough to at least to respond to chat. We'll see where I am in like 2 hours, but at least right now I feel lucid and aware. Yeah, lucid for now. Put like an asterisk next to it. That's who is going in on Calvisham. Yeah, XP's okay even with just 2 people. And the thing is, like, I just carry damage pretty hard. If we have someone else, we get like another 20 XP a second. Like, I don't even have to have Spread Needle. Like, honestly, just decoys. You'd be level 80 with no weapon. You would still probably assist pretty much. Calvisham getting the true reward from the quest, the photon drop. Nice use of Frozen Shooter. I probably should just demons them, actually. I'm making a wrong call here. Yeah, that was much faster. I'm like, I should be rotating my guns and showing that I'm not bad player. But spoilers, I'm bad player. Them splitting like that is so awkward. Also, speaking of awkward. Oh no, Bishop's got escaped all. We got murdered by the Bubudas. They are my least favorite enemy in the game. Their stupid little fireballs cause ridiculous damage to unlocks. And so even though they do like no damage, I'm more scared of them than Barans. I'm like, Barans I could deal with. Those enemies, no. No, if I don't have laser gun, it's over. Just GG. Oh, couldn't revive Calvision there. Tried, a menu. Just slightly too slow. Yeah, this game will not forgive you for not being at full health. So don't worry, Calvision. If you need to rest to spam or trimate spam, do whatever you can to live. There's no shame in that. Speaking of no shame. More pawns. Here to eliminate you. Oh, the double demon proc? That was sick. Easy kills. Alright, we got above 130 XP a second. That's decent. Avisham hasn't quite leveled yet, but we're almost at 100,000 experience, and that's pretty much guaranteed to level Calvisham. So if we manage to clear this surface without Calvisham leveling, I would be very surprised. You'd have to be so close. Hope things were going well for you, Kerr. You missed out on me getting cheated by Kessin. Oh, I have to go clip that. Didn't clip that. Note to self, after stream, clip myself getting trolled by Kessin. I'm like, in my defense, I did beat the battle without having another death. I had one character death, but I think I was just really unlucky. Just couldn't shake them for some reason. Oh well. There we go. Nice little sniping ground. Yeah, my work has not really been pleasant lately. I tend not to talk about it for legal reasons. But it's just like, ugh. What a headache. That jerk canceled the laser that was on him and wasted my time. What a jerk. There we go. Target Calvisham. There we go. Let him bully Calvisham so I can kill everybody. Much better. See, now Calvisham can chill on the floor and I just kill the whole wave. Calvisham just needs to try mate repeatedly. He'll be fine. I'll hard carry with this gun. This gun's OP. Almost at 150 XP a second. It's kind of nice. Anti-bueno. Oh yeah, I got trolled. Like I was genuinely shocked. Like I was not hamming it up. I was like in utter disbelief that there's a time limit in that game. I've never seen it, never hit it. I was like flabbergasted. I mean, like I kind of noticed it was getting darker, but I just thought it was like a day-night cycle kind of thing, and it was when the sun set. Game over. I am deciphering the name while fighting Astarks. Thank you for following Ephinea. Wait, that is right. It's not the zero that got me. The Kane in there, or Cane Toad. My brain was not processing that T. I don't know what was going on. I don't know if it was zero next to it. How am I doing? Doing okay. We're messing around on some even beat, talking about random things, as per usual. Oh, they killed their own brethren. Let's just try mate out of this. You missed this game? What characters did you used to play? Ooh, almost done. Nice level up, Calvisham. I had a feeling you would level on the surface. You know, my shifter wearing off was so sad there. I just needed, like, a little damage. Can't remember, but you played ages ago. Well, we're still pretty active on the Ephinea server. Indirect. Which is free to play. Right now we're in Ephinea. I'm actually thinking whether or not I enable the exclamation mark Ephinea or PSO command. I did do them. I don't remember if I enabled them. Well, I'll have to check again later. Wonder if the end of the stage in Kessen 2 is when influences and lifting and Kobe's Blade Storm? Maybe. Same company, so it doesn't surprise me. But yeah, it was basically like, your troops must have rest now. The time for marching is over. Game over. And I'm like, wait, what? But I'm like, but I killed everybody. Yeah, we're messing around on Even Beat with the Pew Pew laser gun. It's one of my favorite guns. I didn't know about this weapon, because it's new to Blue Burst. And man, oh man, is it just overwhelmingly good. Oh, this enemy is going to be annoying, actually. I'm going to Frozen Shooter you. Into demons. Demons, please. There we go. Ooh, Calvisha not healing after getting struck. Yeah, if you don't full heal after every slice, you are definitely gonna get crit killed. Sorry, Calvisha. You are not tanky enough to survive more than one hit at this point. Unless you get lucky and they don't crit, I guess. There we go. We still got 85 on the beat counter. That's not too bad. And then sadly, Pew Pew Laser goes away forever. Or at least until it's even beat again. Although it's weird calling it even beat when the timer is 0. But it is even beat, technically. Yeah, Kurt. I definitely recommend if you can find that game to play Kessen 2. It is still one of my favorite games. We haven't gotten to the cutscene yet, Kurt. I'm not gonna spoil the cutscene for chat that hasn't seen it, but I'm playing to get to a very specific cutscene in that game. And can you believe it, Kurt? I think we're one battle away from it. I'm pretty sure we are. Yeah, don't miss out, Kirk. I'm pretty sure it's the next battle. It's right after Burn Chibi Burn, and I know we're gonna see Burn Chibi Burn very soon. I know. Yeah, Burn Chibi Burn is not a spoiler though. That was in the intro. But we're gonna see that full cutscene in context. I know, I'm excited. The most annoying wave is here. You know what? Listen, Pew Pew Laser does not really deal with Marissa, and I don't feel like holding onto my Mag Blast. If it hits any of them, I'll consider it a win. Yeah, I did like half their health. I'll take that. I'll take that. Alright, wiggle out. Getting trolled. Is there like a wall there that I can't see due to camera angle? Is that why I stopped moving? I'm assuming that's what happened. It looked like I should have been able to move that way, but I must have had to have taken like a micro step forward for that to not block me. But anyway, Marissa's are the worst, as usual. Sorry, random rappies. You know what? I'm just gonna go Chloe. It tends to do a lot of damage to them, but it's free damage on incoming. Oh, right. I don't think Helvetium knows to gear up on the Ramaro. I think he's so used to playing Rockcast. I don't think he's ready for today. So good luck, Calvisham. You have no way to really deal with Gurdabulu without the Pew Pew Laser. So good luck. I'm gonna go with good luck. Yeah, this is where Demons is a recommendation. If you got Slicer Fanatic, it is a really fun weapon to use there, even if you're a Ranger. Triple hitting that stupid little Gurdabulu and reducing its health by so much is amazing. Hold on, just casually manipulating the triple dive bomb, that's fine. Oh, I thought Calvisham was gonna normal, not power. Ooh, yeah, you gotta go for the stun lock there. That's fine. We'll of course correct it. We'll teach Calvisham slowly. And that is not the right button. That was awkward. I wanted to do this. There we go. Alright, there's too many of them, I think, for me to do this successfully. Let me do a frozen shooter. Or get lucky and they don't fight me? I mean, I'll take get lucky and they don't fight me. Like, alright. Listen. If they want to hit Calvisham, I mean, I'm the DPS, so, like, whatever. Sorry, Calvisham, you're being sacrificed again. Calvisham freezing the one that's targeting me. I'm gonna reward him by killing every other thing in the room. Look at that. Friendship. Friendship is dealing with the Goron detonator. The other person can just spam. That Zoo, though, is actually a problem. Don't kill me. So sadly there, chat, the Zoo stopped me from doing anything. Its damage was close to 500, and because of its short hit stun, that means that if the Marissa were to body slam me or freeze me, I'm pretty sure I just die if Fireball hits me at the same time. I'm pretty sure I just die. Because the iframes are terrible. So I'll just get hit by all of them. Poor Calvisham. Dealing with the Marissas. Recommendation is just a frozen shooter them. Unfortunately, I have like no strength skill. Because I have a Mind Mag on due to my current gun. So my overall frozen shooter damage is pretty bad. I could technically swap mags if I wanted to for this room. I'm thinking about it. I guess if I'm alone next time, I'll do it. Teleport messed me up, actually. Stop teleporting. There we go. Seriously? Alright, now they're just wasting our time collectively. I can't shoot them if they teleport behind me. I don't care if they teleport in front of me. But the, you know... The cool kid teleport. I'm not having it. There we go. Calvisham not shifted debanning himself. Let's buff him. That fireball does so much damage. Let's not deal with that. Oh, I got knocked down. Dylan into getting knocked down. There we go. Let's see, what else is on the schedule for today? As I said before, if more people end up joining in, I have something planned, but if nobody joins in, I'll figure something out. We'll do pod or something. Nice, easy run. I can maybe get another gun and make Calvisham pay me for it. That laser damage though. Level Calvisham again, nice. Oh, I'm dead. I am so mad that it targeted the zoo there. That was a big waste of time. The zoo must have like just crossed me up when I went to fire, because I turned very awkwardly like away from the Gurdabulu. I don't know what that was. Because I wasn't like actually moving the control stick at that time, but it made me look around. Now that they're out of the way, I'm not as scared. We're good. The other thing too is I don't even know if Calvisham has a power mag on or a mind mag. Like, Calvation, what is your mag for reference? I mean, I know it's mine, but, like, what are the stats on it? Like, mine is 135 mind. I don't know if you're using the same one. Imagine it has to be power. They really did. I wanted to face one way, and then it was like, oh, let's just look at the wall for some reason. Calvation giving me the blank dots. I'll take a couple of these for sale. Do want my money back eventually. 149 what? Power? I'm gonna be left in suspense. I'll never know the answer. I'm like, it could be 149 mind or... Okay, it's power. I'm like, it could be mind or power. I was assuming power. Believe it or not, Calvation, we've almost gotten 200,000 experience. And if you stick around to the end of the quest, you're going to get another 80k. That's fair. We're pretty close to the end. I'm gonna get through one room that will be kind of annoying for us, starting with this one. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna strafe them a little bit into a debuff. Oh, the one I didn't debuff hit me. So unlucky. That is unlucky, actually. Game, please. Thank you. Now I just need to lure them so I can actually hurt them. Got hit by the wombo combo. Game, please. There we go. Now my demon is rocking. I mean, it's a 75% chance. One would hope, chat. I would land it in 3 attempts. One would really hope. There we go. I love that my pure mind mag stats are keeping up with Calvation's damage. Or my pure character stats are keeping up with Calvation's damage, even though I have no power mag currently on. Oh, power mag, you're so silly. Getting mag blast here is actually good. Unfortunately, I don't know if Calvation... Oh, I don't know. I'm assuming Calvation's had mag blast for a while. But there is a little trick we could do to speed up the boss if Calvation lasts for the boss. Now, the trick for me is actually surviving the boss. Not because, like, it's tricky, it's just that it's literally RNG when I spawn into the room, whether or not I live. Yeah, I'm assuming you've been at 100 for a while. You haven't used it once and I got it twice, so... I'm going to Frozen Shooter. Now that it's frozen, we're gonna focus on our DPS. The more targets we can remove, the better. Again, I don't think Spread Needle is really great here. And Frozen Shooter is much better. You need to be able to shut them down really hard. Because when they dive bomb you, it's just kind of over. I'm doing my single target damage to try to free Calvation, who needs to buff himself. We're gonna buff Calvation. There we go. Should be fine. The zoo actually helps me a little bit there, because they're less likely to hit me. I killed the zoo. I deserve that. We're gonna do a normal shot into special. That should be fun. Let's protect Calvation. See, they try teleporting behind Calvation there, but it doesn't work when lasers are there or involved. I'm in so much trouble the moment I get hit, by the way. Yeah, I'm in trouble. Calvation burning through all the escape dolls. Holy. I think Calvation is used to being the tanky raw cast. you just cannot tank hits with this character. It's just not a thing. Unless you hit like 180 plus, I guess. Unfortunately, I need Calvation to shut down the Gorons. I don't care about the Gerda-Buru. These things need to go. There we go. Also, one thing, Calvisham, if you've been healing with Resta, that's actually not strong enough, I think. Unless you have a Mind Mag. I think you legit need Dimates and Trimates. You need those frame 1 heals, I think. They play kind of like a cast in the beginning. I'm gonna buff Calvisham again. So sitting at 230k, pretty solid. Somewhat easy room here. Oh, Calvisham teleported them towards me. That's, unfortunate. So one thing that these things do, just so the chat is aware, is if you attack them with the normal gun, they will teleport closer to you. So, like, if I shoot with laser, they actually won't teleport near me, like, in front of me. They'll teleport behind me randomly. That's not much I can really do about that. But they don't react to laser shots in the same way they do, like, Spread Needle. Spread Needle or, like, Sniper is, like, guaranteed way to pull them, like, really close to you. Yeah, so, like, this gun avoids that for the most part. Like, they'll still teleport randomly. You know, there's RNG there. It's somewhat based off of you attacking in general, but it's just... this is really annoying because one of them is not debuffed. Please stop. Alright, so my mine score is max, so I can afford the rest of... Okay, there we go. Yeah, they're like, lasers? Oh, we'll just take in the face. It's fine. Well, like, how much damage could a laser really do? It doesn't have the raw power of gun. Yeah, you can see where my ATP is pretty low. I'm not doing, like, more than, like, 200 for them. But soon, chat. Soon I won't need to worry about that. I would shift a D-band buff myself in this room, but then that will result in me dying to the boss guaranteed. So, lasers are like the sun hugging your face. You're not wrong. Hello, Murphy. We're right at the tail end of the quest, but you're welcome to hop in the next one. Unfortunately, Murphy, as I found out, Calvisham does not have Pew Pew Gun. He needs Pew Pew Gun, Murphy. That's the, I know. I was like, I thought he bought one off of somebody last time. I thought that was the whole point of last time. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I don't have any spares. I'm using all of mine on very dedicated characters. I am not removing my anti-dark one, for example. Quest for Pew Pew. We actually are, Kirk, surprisingly. If we can get to this boss, we're fine. The problem is, like, I can't get to the boss. Gotta reset this, I think. Reset them. So give me a chance. Oh, Calvisham died. I wonder why they were all coming towards me. Poor Calvisham, completely out of scape dolls, which is not good. Poor scape dolls. Do I have enough healing items for the boss? I might not actually have enough anymore. I need 4 Trimates minimum, and I'm on 5, and I'm getting hit a lot, to the point I might need to use my Dimates. The problem, as I said before... Oh, Calvisham, please don't use Spread Needle on them. Please use Frozen Shooter. I need you to lock them down. Your spread damage, not useful. I need them to not hit me, and then we're good. That's why I'm, like, trying to slowly take them out. There we go. Now I can play the game. Game is about to be played. If Calvisham says... Also, Calvisham attacking without shifter hurts me in the soul. I want you to know, chat. Deep down, every time he fires and does, like, 30 damage, I die on the inside. Just let you know. I'm like... do you not... I'm pretty sure we gave you shifter. I'm not even gonna ask that question. I'm pretty sure I refuse to let you not have shifter. I'm gonna believe in past speed to have given you the shifter. Play the game, that's illegal. I mean, the Marissa's decided it's not anybody's time to play the game. It's time to suffer. I might be in trouble here, actually. Okay, back up slightly. Yeah, these enemies, Spread Needle, that's fine. Marissa's, Probably too used to robots? Yes, that I would agree with. I was saying that earlier. I was watching Calvisham take a hit from, like, a Goron Detonator and not heal, and I'm like, you're so dead. Like, you're straight up dead. There's no way you're taking a second hit. There's no way, I don't believe. Yeah, we'll see how many times he tries to freeze trap. For sure. He's gained 2 levels so far. He might level a 3rd time on the boss specifically. We'll see though. I passed Hell Cleave in the lobby. I'm assuming he's either with people or doing corrals. He's playing his Fomar, I think. Oh, now that is a beautiful laser position. 10 out of 10 laser position. Got everybody in the room. And then what always confuses me about this quest is like the fight right before the boss is just like so easy compared to all the trash you had to deal with just to get here. It's like lone Gerda-Bulu. It's not even like Quadra-Bulu. Whatever. I fear no single Gerda-Bulu. Seal Calvisham. Let's buff Calvisham. Okay, time for some XP. You know, we weren't getting enough before. We need more. So, I mean, if this is Kandryu, technically this could be the Pew Pew Gun chance. Nope. Game doesn't love Calvisham. 1 in 10. Didn't roll it. Okay, so I'm gonna hold backwards and hope the RNG doesn't kill me. Okay, we survived the RNG. We did it, chat. I get to play the game briefly. That could have been worse. I need to walk forward or I'm gonna die. That's good enough. Okay. I think I killed the orange one there. Alright, so I'm gonna leave Calvisham in the main room. Calvisham's job is to not die. Just spoilers. Spoilers, Calvisham. I don't even need you to DPS the boss. Just don't die. That's all. That's your mission. I can't revive you in this boss if you die towards the end. So do whatever you want to live. Keep in mind, the spinners can still find you no matter where you are. They are very obnoxious. You shouldn't at least die from them because your health total is not quite there. You can't die from any set damage from the boss. I don't know why I walk like that. I should have been punished for that, but the game actually didn't punish me at all for that. Oh, it almost did there, though. Anyway, try mate 1. Calvisham, please. Calvisham, where did you even die? I don't even know where Calvisham... You're in so much trouble, Calvisham. You died, like, literally nowhere near me. Okay, we'll use a die mate on this one. I think it get away with that. Ooh, that was risky. I didn't know if I had escaped all. That was actually really risky. I don't know why I did that. I'm gonna star atomizer myself. Oh, I have 1 escape doll. That's right, I picked it up on the previous room. I think that's legitimately my only escape doll. Normally I have like a million, but this time I didn't. Where did you die? Oh, you're like way down there. Okay. For some reason I thought you went upwards. This should be fine. Find Calvisham eventually. Don't mind me, just ignoring the boss. Gotta revive Calvisham for the experience. Oh, Calvisham. You died really horribly to the spinners. There we go. I didn't have to use as many trimates as I was thinking. I got a little lucky. This should be a pretty fast fight. No! Calvisham, no! Come on! No, Calvisham! He didn't get any XP, he died during the cutscene. Oh no. Yeah, that'll happen if you're near the spinner. Oh, Calvisham, that was so much XP he just missed. Rip. That is so sad. Yeah. Alright, so here's what we learned. Calvisham is not respecting enemy damage. How many skip dolls was that? Like 7? I mean, I can maybe give you like 1. Oh no, I had some up here. Okay, I'll drop 1 skip doll. We gotta figure out how to make Calvisham live. He cannot rockcast dummy face tag with Romoral. Not for like another 50 levels. Actually, you know what? I'll drop a Divinity Barrier to pick that up. Yeah, their damage is real. Like, if you're trying to out-heal them with Resta, you have a bunch. I hope you do. Darn, that costs you, like, no joke, like, 80k XP. That boss is worth so much. So I ended at 371,000 experience. That's pretty crazy. Alright, so let's put away some of these. I don't need them right now. No worries, Calvisham. Good luck. We'll be playing for a little longer. We still have, like, 2/3 of the even beat left. Okay. No, I don't need this many scape dolls on me. I might put some in my share bank to transfer. Normally I don't like to do that, but I think I got enough space. What is currently taking up my space? Is it just the techniques? Actually, no, seriously, what is taking up so much space? Oh, I put my limiters in here. Oh. Yeah, that would do it. And I need to get rid of the elemental staffs. Really gotta stop putting that off. On the plus side, when I go to make another force, I'll just pick those out later. So the growth thing is, chat, I almost can level in 1 more quest, despite being 182. Okay. Let's see. Looking for any familiar faces in the lobby. Not really. Dang. Frozen shoe on normal. There's always one. Listen, chat. I don't know if we talked about this on stream. You'll always see like a mix of very hards. You'll see a couple normals, generally a lot of ultimates. But there's always one person that's playing super high anguish. It's not always 10, but it's there. Yeah, I do see the waving. Welcome, Murphy. Yeah. If we had more players, I would do Anguish 1 of this quest. I'm just curious how much XP we could possibly milk in this quest, and it'd still actually be completable. So yeah, if we had like, even just like 3 people, I would do it next time for sure. Like 2 people with 2 lasers is good, but having 3 people with lasers, that's where it's like, you could afford to make it a bit harder. Also, I destroyed all my healing items, so rip all my healing. Wow, I used 7 Trimates there, chat, and a star. So I did use quite a lot of my healing there. So we'll see if there's anybody looking to join the Romoral party. Even if they're not a Romoral, it's okay. I will damage carry. It'll be fine. I didn't officially call the stream Romoral party, so I'm not lying to chat if we don't have Romorals. Yeah, I was saying that before. You could literally be level 80 with no weapon, and if any enemy targeted you, you'd still be doing more work than I would ever expect. I mean, like, you have no idea. Just have like 1 or 2 less Marissas hunting me down. How good that feels. Anyway, I don't see any other takers. I don't see any other people in the chat. So I'll give them like to the tick of the A because there's a slight stream delay. That way I could say I did politely wait somewhat. Although if we're like in the very beginning of the quest, I could just restart. It's fine. But oh yeah. Yeah, this XP is just insane. I'm powering all the way up, chat. I mean, in theory, we should eventually see a Conjure You. In theory. Yeah, I do actually like Anguish. The reason I like it is not because I want to do most quests on it. I want to specifically do really boring temple and forest quests on Anguish. Because I want to feel challenged. So, like, there's a certain point where speed clears don't really matter. I just want to up my individual odds. Like, if I'm only going to play for 3 quests, right, regardless of time, I'd rather it just be on, like, Anguish 1 or Anguish 2. So sometimes when I solo, which hasn't been very recent that I've done it, but sometimes when I solo, I'll be in Anguish 1. I remember, like, at the beginning of the year, I was like, wait. I'm like, wait, am I in Anguish 4 from when I was playing my Newman solo? Like, no? Okay, we're good. Another Scape Doll, don't need it. I'll pick it up, though. Murphy only 5 damage away from pass. That's pretty good. I dodged the dwarf on charge. I'm just gonna distract from Murphy, it's fine. I have become the decoy. Everything's gone full circle now. Yeah, this quest is just... The fact you get tickets and everything else, too. Although, weirdly, I don't think you could check your tickets in this quest. You have to do, like, the normal ones to see your tickets. Unless, of course, you go to the thing where you spend them. And normally, in, like, the other massive attacks, there's a person at the end you can speak to. If there's one in this quest, I don't remember where they are. So I know, for example, in 4B, at the end of the quest, they're, like, slightly to the left. It's like a cast, I think. Or if you're getting some good crowd control going. My laser actually surprisingly targeting both. Oh, I definitely appreciate that. Gun is just so good. I was not lined up properly. I'm gonna die. Nope. I got lucky. Okay. Oh, no, 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 no. I got unlucky. They were trolling. Yeah, did you see how much damage those things did? So just imagine that, plus while being frozen with no iframes. Yeah, I'll die, basically. This is no doubt. One day they'll punch me out of range. There we go. I believed in the AI did not adjust to that distance. I mean, that kind of works. You know what? I should do special. I should just commit to it. Got rewarded. Zon them? That was disrespectful. You went, nope. We'll see what people are interested in. I think towards the end, if Hellcleave ends up showing up, we'll probably do a Terrell in Hellcleave's honor. It'll probably be purple ID. And then maybe one TTF. We'll see. Depends on how awake I feel after Even B. And we'll take a break there. Got a little more than half of it left. I mean, who knows? We could just find another Pazuzu. Sometimes you just gotta play the odds. That is a lot of lasers. More mine materials. I think I'm ready for my forest at minimum. Yeah, the only thing I wasn't actually sure about, if I ended up going raw marl before the Faux Newman, is what materials to actually feed them. It's something I haven't really been thinking about, and I went, oh, I probably should realize what I'm doing with the raw marl before I make the raw marl. Because I don't know if I want to do their quote-unquote level up stats, since I'm going to be playing in a very unconventional manner. Like, do I just legitimately go, like, 150 mine material? Oh, I was gonna revive Murphy. Yeah, I'm thinking it would have to be a mix of power and mine, and just not care about defense. Also, I'm getting bullied by my least favorite enemy. Stop it. The fireball stunlocks are so bad. Stop it. There we go. Oh, I was in an auto-target range. I was hoping I was. Just gonna make little small steps forward to make my laser more likely to hit. That was just rude. Murphy living with exactly 1 health, calculated. Come on. Wow. Wow, there was so many failed specials. Ooh. I think that was 7. Oh my gosh, that was terrible. That was so sad. Oh, I know I had a 90% accuracy on the second one, so like, technically it could have not been the 3/4 chance whiff, but it was pretty bad. It was pretty bad regardless. That was way too many attack sequences to not get one. Painful. Oh, Pew Pew Laser, you're the best. Here's what we learned. Calvisham needs to get another Heaven Striker. Which is weird, as I said before. I thought he got one that was like all zeros. Oh well. Rip. I'm dealing with the menace full screen. Not getting any closer. No thanks. You strolling me. There we go. Oh, I didn't get the perfect position. I was off slightly this time. Oh, Pew Pew Laser, you're the best. I think I'll just shoot from here. No need to approach. Nice frozen shooter to lock down the target. I just did all the DPS from that point forward. At some point I should take stock of just how many power materials I actually have. I got knocked down by my least favorite enemy. So sad. I need to deband. There we go. Okay. Fireball time. Hold with that. Also, seriously, where was that dwarf on hitbox? Like, wait a minute. That one wasn't even totally my fault. His arms were like past me and I shot under his arms and that still wasn't where his hitbox was. I feel cheated on that one, chat. Dwarf on, please. It's like near his butt or something. It's not even like dead center. They changed a fortune. Interesting. Oh, I can actually kill with this. Come down. I'm gonna try fluid usage. You gotta be kidding me. No luck, chat. No luck today. I almost got that normal shot off. That was close. There we go. Oh, restock the diamond. That's fine. Still quite a bit of the beat left. I'll be a decoy. Yeah, see how they just walked up and tried meleeing me? That's what happens when somebody's not using another gun. That's what I want to see. It makes my life very easy. As you can see, sometimes they just teleport nonsense to hit people. Welcome, Ephinea. Hope you're doing well. We are power leveling at the moment on a very dumb quest. Hope you've been well. Hopefully Soten's going well, and PSO, if you've been playing on the side, hopefully that is also going well. Doing well. How am I doing? No comment. I'm streaming. We'll start there. I'm able to stream. That's about as good as it's gonna be, I think, today. Oh boy, what a day. Oh, so seriously? Okay, we dealt with the threat. Threat over. Let's help Murphy a little. This Springle works okay there if I do some lockdown. Not in love with it, but it'll work. Sorry, Rappies. I wanted the Zoo Menace to be defeated. Oh yeah, Chaos. I know Gods was looking to potentially do Axe Armor in the future. Mateus is learning it. EB100, nice. So the new patch is official. Yeah, I figured you'd be interested. I know Calvisha wants to teach Mateus. Trying to dodge that strike. Game, where are you aiming? I'm gonna blame the game on that one. That was just shenanigans. Operation Protect Murphy. There we go. Success! We debanded each other. Murphy had a solid 157, 1180 health, pretty good. Nope. Love that minute so much, chat. Refoe level 29. Do I want to have a 10th one? I think I'll pass. That's like the only level 29 spell at this point where I'm like, I legitimately don't think I need more. I think I'm good. Like 29 grants, yes. 29 Gazan, sure. 29 Gafoe, sure. 29 Rabarda, of course. Gafoe, too many. I'm gonna give up on demons. Demons gave up on me. Let's just at least thin them out a little. The one with the most health was behind me. You got me, PSO. You got me. Funny trick there. I'm gonna stall them a little bit for Murphy. Not gonna do a lot of damage with Pew Pew Laser. I wounded the zoo a lot though. Alright, now we should just single target focus. That is more than good enough. Goodbye. Big heal. We got a Vice. Nice. Oh, I picked up the technique. That is such a habit. I saw numbers and my button just grabbed it. Years of playing Diablo 2. The loot does not touch the ground. I'm sorry, chat. The letters registered for like a frame in my mind, and I just grabbed it. I got a problem. I'll take that soul atomizer though. Speaking of can't take, let's not take those in the face. They really got baited by me there. I'm not sure why not a single one was able to figure out which way to go, but we'll take that. It was partially intended. It worked much better than expected, for sure. I was expecting to get maybe 3 of them, and then it would cause, like, another 2 to, like, go backwards, and one would extendy hand slap me regardless, but... worked out. Oh, Laser Gun, you're so beautiful. Yeah, as I said before, people are watching, and they love PSO. There are 2 vacancies that you could easily just be absorbing XP with. As a reminder, the only requirement to joining us is level 80. I don't care what you have. I don't care what class you are. If you want that XP, you hop in. You absorb that XP. Take that whole time drop though. No shame. Everybody's been there. Cool. Nothing interesting for Rappies though. Let's see. Oh yeah, 720 health would be preferred. So if you could get there with like heavenly HPs, that's also fine. So it's like Hugh Cast probably not gonna have problems at level 80. Eat the requirements, but IRL requires lurking for now. Well, thank you for sticking around, Ephinea, for a little bit, supporting the stream. Hopefully we'll see you on stream in many different ways, both as a player and a racer. I tried to react to it. I was firing a gun when I noticed, and I was like, darn. It's not fast enough on the draw. I could unlearn my Razan just to revive people. I was thinking about it. I don't use that spell super often on this character. Like, Zond I actually do use. Rafoe sometimes. Yeah. Robarda for sure. Robarda's never leaving the skill set. Ooh, they teleported. Awkward. He's gonna die, mate. Yeah, I think what's really helped me with the Raw Marl for survival and just learning to deal with his BS is I've learned from playing the Raw Mar, Resta is just not good enough. So I'll just pop like 2 die mates and be fine. I'll take the money loss to avoid death. And since then, I don't usually die unless I get like ultra wombo comboed. So I play very stingy. Oh, that's unfortunate. Freeze a handful of them for Murphy there. I fired the wrong shot and I missed regardless. That's a sad combo. Cannon Rouge, I respect that. I'm just gonna slow them down. again. I'll kill the zoo eventually. There we go. I was faster on the draw that time. Yeah, they slap for a lot of damage. Oh no, Murphy died again. I was adjusting my headset. Rip Murphy. Food. Ooh, bad combo. Oh, okay, I can't tank all of them. There we go. Let's freeze. Let's weaken them a little. As I said before, I'm not scared of the Gerda-Bulu. I'm scared of the Goron Detonators. Like Gerda-Bulu, like whatever. We're gonna troll this enemy, who cares? Double Goron Detonator with the character that can freeze? Problem. There we go, sorry. Justin headset again. What a scary enemy type. Exactly. Yeah, if it like slaps you when you're trying to do anything, the quick slap is the worst slap. Extending hand you could deal with. The quick slap where it just teleports and chops is so brutal sometimes. Nothing fair about it. Yeah, we're doing okay damage here. I think we could keep the stun lock going. That wave was handled pretty well. We teamed up with Murphy for the stun lock there. Come on, PP laser. I believe in you. Did they both teleport near me? Wow. Okay. Chat, just big wow. Like, come on. But you teleported in place? Oh, the joke's on you, actually. Don't let me kill him. If he teleported even slightly to the side there, he would have hit me. That time, that was the game's fault. The game played itself. Yeah, I'm trying to deal with the zoo, so I don't get fireballed while fighting these other enemies. Yeah, can't give up that 420-something damage. Too powerful. Dodge the extending hands. Ooh, I could have died there. If one more person had swung at me, there's a good chance I would have died. Or Murphy. Yeah, I respect these enemies. They can get surprisingly good damage on you. Yeah, the crits, and they also don't have great, like, iframes when you get hit by them. These enemies are surprisingly good at killing you. Like, they're like, oh, they'll only do 300, and then it's like, crit, 1200, you die. You're like, wait, what? Like, oh. In profound sadness. Oh, I'll take this. You did not just teleport the one step that was between me and the wall. Wow. What a jerk, chat. What a time waste. Seriously, there is a gap of one step and he teleported there. What a jerk. Oh, big sigh. Oh, Photon Crystal. Congrats. I'm just picking up some selling bait. I think I got the perfect thing for the boss. I'm looking item-wise. Look pretty good. Alright, so we're gonna go Operation Believe in not getting insta-killed. It's a very important mission, chat. I'm gonna hold forward, and we're gonna immediately hold backwards. And if this thing spawns a spinner behind me, I lose. Oh, Kandryu! Is it happening, chat? Is it gonna happen? Will one of us get a pew-pew laser gun? This is the boss we're looking for. Why, hello there. It didn't even take 10 attempts. Oh no. Oh my god. Did you see me adjust to the situation? Did you see how many spinners were near me? That was really not optimal, chat. I don't know if you saw that. Well, we managed to get out of there. Okay. I am gonna try mate. I am not gonna trust anything else other than try mate here. Okay, so I didn't kill my thing first, but that's fine. Murphy got a kill. Good enough. He got the red one. Let's go in for orange. Yeah, now we got all the time in the world. As we learn, the colors equal the time spent for stunning the boss. Because I was always wondering, because normally when I play, I only see one. It's just like, I see the yellow one all the time. I didn't even realize until like 7 bosses in, there were other colors. I just got the yellow one over and over. We'll split it up, I think. If you tag team the Mag Blast, we're good. So just prepare for Mag Blast. And then I'm just gonna smite him. I'm gonna stay near the rock in case he tornadoes. Oh, I wanted to press it right there. What a troll. Alright, let's reposition then. There we go. That should work. Yeah, this should be pretty good. I don't know if I'm at max synchro, but it should be pretty close. Yeah, it's pretty close. Oh, I missed by 1. No. Just wake up. Oh, the laser canceled. That's so sad. Yeah, I think it's missing by 1. No, it's actually a max synchro. Oh, you know what it is? I don't have my other unit on. I don't think I have enough EVP. Or do I? I don't know. Whatever. Alright, so we have to get through 1 laser attack. Whatever. Fine. Tornado's less fine. Stop that. So it should spawn near me. Like a small time loss, whatever. We could recover from 1 core, 2 hits to kill. Alright, chat. Will one of us get pew pew? Nothing's gonna last forever. One of us has to get it eventually. Nope. So sad. Did Murphy get it? Nice. Good job, Murphy. I got 10k. 0. That's okay, because you just use Pew Pew Laser for Pew Pew Laser. Yeah, laser's laser, exactly. Hey, Calvisham. Yeah, exactly. Make him pay for it. Make him learn the business of trading. Calvisham learns economics. Oh, I used the music, but it didn't override the victory music? Oh, that's so sad. I didn't know that was the thing. Victory music more powerful than song, discs. Oh well. Seriously, I have so many Rifoe 29s. Not in the share bank specifically, but oh boy. That one force is just holding them all. I'll sell these for money. Oh well. I mean, I guess mission accomplished. The whole point of playing it was to get Vices, potentially for Murphy or for Hellcleave, or to get a Heaven Striker. or apparently the V801 from last time. So I have nothing to complain about. You got an all-zero Vice? Oof. That is sad. I don't even want it. I'm not even gonna touch it. It's not even useful on my Humar. That's so sad. Let it go forever unloved. I mean, I'll just do another one. It's like, okay. So yeah, I would like to get another Romoral at some point. Thinking Pink ID. But that's more for anniversary. I have time to get the Pink ID Romoral. I'm not in a rush for it. White ID, I would use, like, between now and the anniversary event, because I would want to get Heaven Strike, or not Heaven Strike, I want to get more Adepts. I thought that was Tiki for a moment, but I'm not sure. Make another game. Tiki Party. So, okay. We got a good rare on stream. Got the rare boss. Take that rare enemy up. We got one in under 8 tries. So we beat the odds. 'Cause I don't think we've done 10 since we started the XP week. I think we did 4 last time, and that would have been number 3. Rare enemy up, I sleep. Yeah, I feel really unmotivated to play when it's rare enemy up, I'm not even gonna lie. I'd be like, oh wow, I get to feel baited by PSO gambles even more. I don't care. Yeah, meanwhile, XP week, exactly. XP week, you get all the rares. The numbers are a lie. Listen, like 25% more of like 1 in 1,000. It's not impressive. The only way to be remotely is the H-Fun, because long odds. True. We gonna have a Heaven Punisher day? Just because. Okay, we'll give people a little bit of time in case they want to join or say something in the chat. But looking like probably just you and me today, Murphy. Holding down the fort. But anybody is welcome to join. We're between stuff. Calvisham a Striker Shield too. It's such a shame that item is so bad. I picked it up and I'm like, oh, does it actually benefit like the Striker unit? And I'm like, no, it's terrible. I'm like, let me just go back to Ranger Wall. It's fine. I'm like, yes, let me get more accuracy on my lasers. Yes, thanks. Don't even give me MST or anything useful. Terrible. For lasers only, it's technically better than Wall. But lasers don't care about accuracy. They don't care. It's just like, it will never have a purpose for when I would want to use it. Oh no. Well, anyway, it doesn't look like anybody's available. But if anybody changes their mind, if we're very early in, like the first couple of waves, we will restart for you. But yeah, we got what we needed out of this. Oh, I should probably help on voice chat to get better at that. I clicked my literal chat and not the voice chat. There we go. So now I believe we're live with Murphy. I heard the gold sound effect. Okay, home improvement. Plus 50 evade, plus it's a slightly better statted shield. You know what's a better statted shield?
Red rank.
That's true. I was gonna go with Secret Gear. I'd rather Secret Gear over that. Attribute Wall, the real MVP though. It's like, what if Secret Gear but slightly better? Didn't the Toolman Taylor? Exactly.
Yeah, once my brother found out about the soundboard, he asked me to throw it on, so...
There we go. just reminded of the Discord username thing. I'm not looking forward to that. Or what dumb username I have to use. Oh, I stepped slightly too slowly away. I will be the decoy yet again. I did it.
Ziggy Hogster.
I mean, I didn't even get like the #1 for this name when I made this Discord. So my odds of getting it are not great. But we'll see.
Oh, another one.
Nice. Someone's got all the luck today. Paying off.
I'd agree if it wasn't only 20 A-Beast.
Thinking in my mind, what runs would I do with the raw moral in these kinds of quests? White ID, orange, random blind divine.
Now I see it.
This orange would be, I think it's Excalibur, right? From,
that sounds right.
Ink ID for limiter. That's like anniversary, but then they can option select for episode 2 for Excalibur Hunt, because I like Ramaro for episode 2. So I don't even consider it a nerf. I'm like, okay. I got my preferred solo character for episode 2. So I think it would be, maybe it'd be like pink, white, orange, and green ID. Just get one character that could still red ring and do other BS. So I think green has pretty good coverage on it, just because, like, if we fight a lot of Murder Flower episode 2 quests, or we're doing other things, they've got good rares. Obviously, if we need more D101s or other things like that, they can clear episode 4 surface pretty easy. I have enough characters that could do Cannon Rouge. We're good. I'll stick to Force for that. They bring me one step closer to leveling, which I'm gonna level this class. 'Cause that's fair. That is so fun. I have to say, PSO's behaving itself today. Really seen it lag that much, if at all.
Why'd you have to say it? You just cursed us.
It's going swimmingly. Nothing could go wrong. You watch. We'll get like double door fun declared. RNG will just break immediately.
Yeah, and then we'll probably get banned for cheating or something.
Oh no, I'm getting hit by the infinite. Stop it. Oh, no. Stop it. No infinites. Thank you. My only counter is walking away from them to try to break the infinite. Their fireball damage
that even
is
works
so stupid.
sometimes.
These enemies are so terrible. When there's just like one of them, I don't care. When there's two of them, I'm like, okay, there's trouble. When there's 3 or more, I'm like, uh-oh, red alert. Carry your death potentially incoming. I don't care what level you are. The fireball damage is so dumb. Especially since my fire resist is only 15, so I'm taking a lot from them. Rip the ad
Ranger
if I was using.
problems.
Yeah. Only I had red ring. Better resist, better defense, then it's all over. Actually, that is kind of true. Once I get red ring on this character, it is kind of over for them. If there's any counterplay to that. It's too much defense. Oh, hey, I got an accuracy point. Nice. I got 3 extra evade. Ooh. Is the next event anniversary? Calculating. Yes. Yes. For Halloween. Hello, Astro. Hope you're doing well. We are abusing episode 4 experience right now. What a beautiful, beautiful quest. Hopefully you've been well. Hopefully the married life is treating you well as well. Buff. That one Buddha was coming at you. I wanted you to know. It put its head down. It was charging in full screen. Didn't even get anywhere near you. It tried though. Yeah, we got some time, so right now, kind of just prepping characters for the event, seeing what kind of random rares we could get. And a new job. Congratulations, Astro. Hopefully it's going smoothly. By Zeus. Jumping out on that one slightly. The one Yaoi untargetable, truly the god amongst men, outliving everything there. If I aim carefully, he shouldn't really reach us. Yeah, 2 swings, that's fine. So at some point, once my work dies down a little bit, I want to try out a little bit of challenge mode, but I gotta be like not in crazy crunch deadline mode, which has been like the past couple months. Once I get past my birthday, things will be a little better. Also, I think I said this before, I have no idea what I'm gonna do for my birthday stream. I need to think about it. I mean, it's my birthday's technically on a stream day. It's not like I have to do anything too differently. But if I want to stream something different specifically for that day, I need to think about it. Fireball. Nope. Oh. Even am I contemplating of what to play next, they still didn't.
Was that a triple paralysis?
It was. Got the laser.
Sag, I tried.
Coming pretty slowly. You will get that experience. There we go. Oh, wait, hold on, reverser. I almost checked that out. I'm like, wait, I actually need those. I still have forces to make. I haven't started yet, just studying. Have to pretend I know what I'm doing when I show up. Fake it until you make it, I believe is the tagline of most workplaces.
Just keep faking it. You're getting paid the same either way.
Become the BS artist. I got outplayed. Want you all to know that. I went to freeze, he just noped. And teleported behind me. It's better than me. Kills. Thanks, ChatGPT. Oh no. I don't think I've ever used it. I don't think I will. I think about it as like a joke sometimes. But kind of unfortunate. The folly of technology. The great things that could be offered and what it ends up being used for. That was a great freeze. That was a terrible dodge. Do I
Havoc memes.
Yeah, I think without Frozen Shooter, I think we're just gonna go. I'm gonna deal with these. How's that? I'm gonna say, one of you is targetable. I will find you. There we go. Oh, the Zoo Fireball. That thing I fear now that I don't have Adept. With Adept, it's like a tickle. Without Adept, oh no. Real damage per fireball. See, my mind went on a very long tangent. Just want you all to know this. So I think at some point, ChatGPT reminded me I probably should get an icon for the stream at some point. I don't know if I'll pay for the Twitch emotes. I kind of like the ones we have now, but at some point, probably have professional ones done. The problem is I'm not really much of an ideas person. And art is very much down to preferences. It's like one of those things where you could give me a game like Time Splitters and you give me all these like weird little templates and I'll build something and I'll have a lot of fun with it. But you tell me, you give me like a pencil and a paper and tell me to draw something, I shut down. I don't know how to deal with the choice.
Choice paralysis.
Pretty much.
Bane of creativity.
Oh, Chaos Vandians at the Time Splitters. I know, I miss that game so much. I always got really annoyed though, side tangent before we go to the main topic again. Why did Future Perfect have different number of bots depending on what console you owned? That made me so mad. Like, I went, for example, to play on the PS2 version. They have like, I'm not gonna say exactly half, but they have way less characters you have in an arena compared to the Xbox version. What a ripoff. Xbox also had better items, from what I remember. Kind of BS. But anyway, back to the main topic. The amount of YouTube videos and ChatGPT programming is tempting. Try not to go down that rabbit hole just yet. Oh, hello, Marissa. Oh, see this? Are we sure it's not Rare Enemy Week? Are we sure? I'm not convinced. Yeah. It's one of those things where if it stuck as a novelty, it would have been fine, or even just as like a potential teaching tool. But people using it to shortcut through life's challenges. Not saying I'm a fan of that. No rare draw.
Oh wow. 20 hit.
Oh, it came with hit? Nice. Look at you. This is so just stupid. I can't even hit the Brissa. There we go. On my screen, it was just invincibility hopping through you over and over.
Yeah.
Playing some hopscotch. Yeah.
Pick a side.
But I was thinking to counter the chat GPTs of the world, support artists by getting an icon finally. But again, it goes down to that open choice. People are like, easy, get this. But then it's like, what style? What are the colors used in it? And then just boom, it's over. I fold immediately. Goodbye, Satellite Wizards. Who do I want that Zone 29? That's also what's going through my mind at the moment. Maybe? I'm gonna go with a hard maybe. If I find it while walking towards you, I will pick it up. I'm not gonna otherwise search for it. Oh no. I was one wave off from where I thought we were compared to the Gertigula. This time, the zoo did not make me turn around randomly and with the Gertigula, so that's nice. Thought that didn't happen this time. So I'll pick up some items. This might be Dishoned. Tide Fluid. I'll use the Tide Fluid. Found Dishoned. Didn't really lose that much time looking for it. Ew, general legs. Ew. Ew. Not sure when I picked you up, but you can go back on the floor where you belong. It's kind of like when I approach these kind of scenarios, this is where some of my PSO testing comes into play, where it's like I have to present myself a challenge in a way that is, I guess, interesting to me. So for example, in Time Splitters, if you tell me to make a map, I also won't make a map. But then if you tell me, like, what if you make a map that's only really playable for human players, and the AI has no idea how to play on the map? Then you would have me experimenting for, like, days. Like, finding the perfect ways of seeing the AI not know how to drop off of, like, platforms with spikes below them.
It's all about the constraints that allow the creativity.
I need the filters.
I have found so many rares.
Meanwhile, me, I found your text pop up in the corner of my screen. That's the closest I've gotten. Thank you, Kirk, for the resubscribe. Oh, well, I guess I got one photon drop so far. One day, though. Not sure what rare I'm really looking for at this point. I guess a good Yashminikov, like, with high hit. I'll take that. That'd be my ult rare. Ooh, this is an unfortunate series of enemies. I actually outplayed 3 enemies at once? Okay. I'm holding my own here. I did it. And I actually am about to kill one. That was beautiful, beautiful first-person shooter action. I didn't get hit a single time from any of them. Get wrecked. Okay, back to PP Laser. Oh, Zoo. Forgot about you again. One day I'll remember. I'm doing a drive-by revive, don't mind me. Okay, scenarios like these, I just need to primate so I can break the heal loop. That missed by like 50 damage. It's so sad. There we go. Now I can briefly play the game again.
I froze him, finally.
There we go. I love how, like, as soon as you deal with him, how fast the Gurdabulu dies. Poor Gurdabulu.
Yeah, once the detonator's gone, I can paralyze and demons, and Gurdabulu's no problem.
Hold on, I'm gonna use trap vision. Okay, there's no traps in the room, we're good. Ooh, actually dodged the melee strike. Felt good. This will be future practice for challenge mode, except the enemies will be much slower in challenge mode.
And they also won't be Goron detonators hitting you across the room.
Actually, that reminds me. I wonder if it's still a thing in Ephinea. I think they made an ultimate difficulty version of challenge mode specific to Ephinea. I don't want to play it. I just thought I'd mention it. I'm like, no. If I get really addicted to challenge mode, I think we'll try it at some point. But I doubt that'll happen. I want my runs to go towards progress. What S rank am I getting first? Demon Mech Gun. No hesitation, that's my first. I don't care about Hell Slicer. Listen. I'm not playing episode 2. If I'm playing episode 2, it's to assist the chat. I've gotten literally everything I want from it, as I don't think I'll ever use Sealed Face Sword. Though it literally has no rare that I want anymore. Other than, like, if I want spare V502s, I guess. But even then, Demon Mech Gun, I prefer in that same scenario. There's just something about potentially playing as the Foe Numeral and just whipping out the double mech gun. I just find kind of funny. Just something about the imagery. It gets me every time. Makes me want to play some copyrighted music for the Matrix and do the scene where they're going through like the security checkpoint. We're all good. Oh, that was easy. Murphy's just making it too easy. That's like autopiloting that whole room. Murphy's too strong. Please nerf Murphy. Oh yeah, speaking of which, what was the new forecast? Horses, Newmans, females. Well, it's
We're
better,
at least one of those.
It's better than male force, so technically the rare rate is up. So yeah, I'm not sure who will end up going with us in challenge mode, because there are limited slots. I mean, I guess we can help people slowly get through it. Wow, that boss fight took forever to trigger, by the way. I guess I just didn't move close enough or something. Yeah, because at least... the tricky part is, like, if you do it with... Actually, I don't know how it works. If you get it with 4 people, can you then redo it with just 3? I guess you could. Question mark, question mark, question mark. I think you just have to clear it once. And then you can go to the next one you haven't cleared or redo the others. Not that you would want to redo them in solo or anything.
You can't.
You can.
You have to play with at least 2 people.
Oh. That's sad. I guess I'll never finish it then. Unless we get a real dedication for it. We'll see.
I mean, you can do it in stages. You don't have to do it all at once.
Yeah, no. There's no way we're doing it all at once, especially first time through. No way. Be like, it's like, oh, it'd only be like 3 hours. And it's like 8 hours later from character deaths and terrible times. Yeah, there's a lot of nuance to it, and unless there's like a really, really informative guide, I don't know. Oh, speaking of which, let's just
I'm ready.
dolphin him. It's unlucky. This is fine though.
Oh no, I didn't hear it.
Rip.
Whatever, I can dolphin him over here.
He gave me a favorable attack pattern, so he should lose a lot of health. The only downside is he just puts spinners down at the end. That's unlucky. I ignored the laser damage. Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna keep lasering that 1 point. What are you gonna do about it, boss? That's what I thought. We got 23 beats left on the even clock. Almost done with the stream, I suppose. Only I could donate. I'm 1 point shy. So sad. Oh, it whiffed.
He fell down just a little bit too far.
Oh, because he's doing
But I got
laser.
him.
Yes. Oh, I can move
You got
around.
the wiggle.
I know, I do have the wiggle. I can hear the footsteps. Yeah. There we go. Make the hair jiggle. Where's Purple's normal rare, by the way? I love how I actually almost found the warp just messing around. It's pretty close. Disco with 25 hit. I don't know about that. Soul Vulcan. But once this is over, I want to see how many tickets I have. I must have been picking up a lot with this character. And I haven't been reading the text as a reminder of how many we're getting permission. I have died a
We get
couple of
9.
times on them. You get 9. Yeah, still making a profit. Is there anything I want to put away? Oh, I'm getting low on space again. I gotta figure out what to do with that. What am I looking material-wise for? Actually, either tomorrow or Friday. just 2 luck material. Nice. 30 power, 30 mind. I got 99 on the other characters, so I'm at 120-ish power. And I have 180 somewhere between different characters, so I'm at 210 mind. Not bad. Surprisingly low HP material, unless I capped 99 and forgot earlier. 20 hit seeds. Nice. So we got enough time for at least one more quest. We gotta say goodbye to the even beat. And then the stream shortly thereafter. I still don't understand why Resta-chan is a robot. Question that every day, Chan. Want you to know that. Close enough. What beautiful, beautiful experience. Wow, I'm 183 already. That was crazy. For a while, my Rocket Seal actually outleveled this character. And then this character got like several months of episode 2. Yeah, and then I got this gun, and then it was over. So sad. last chance for people to join. Probably the last big even beat quest. Prepared, I guess. At some point I want to get a Master Raven, but I've had terrible luck getting it off stream. So sad. It would make me play the Humar. Just like, you know. I would like that god on the Humar. I got the Sniper if I need it with Holy Ray. So sad. Yeah, what does the boss normally drop? That's what I'm also thinking about. I mean, we don't normally hunt it, but for, like, our information, what is it?
Isn't it, like...
Heavenly ability. Wow.
Yeah.
We haven't gotten a heavenly ability yet? Wow, that's not even, like... Okay. Yeah. We're not worthy, apparently. Like, not the most brutal of odds. Yeah, sadly no third person for Anguish 1. Maybe next time. So yeah, at this rate, this character is going to hit probably 185 or 186, unless I switch my characters. Which I might do. If we got enough forces, or not enough forces, if we got enough rangers, I'll pick a force. Just to kind of even out Marissa crowd control. Or potentially I could just bring a cast, because that would be pretty funny too. Just freeze trap the Marissas and go, my job here is done. No, I was thinking about something. I don't think we'll complete this quest in time to test it, though. I'm trying to remember that for tomorrow. Given Pew Pew Laser is so good, would... How much XP would be on the horizon be with 4 Rangers? On Ultimate. We've seen it on Very Hard, where it's just the MVP. But what if 4 Romarls, or even 3 Romarls and like a cast? It's fine too.
A cast to paralyze all of the Dorfons.
Exactly. Oh, hold on. I got a different rare. Do you want a Divine Protection, Murphy? Nice level up.
I do not need a Divine Protection. I got too many of them spending crystals.
Thank you, last one. You make some of these fights more tolerable. Yeah, one more boss clear, and then I think, let's see what we're in the mood for. Maybe we'll wind down with the TTF just because. It'd be nice if this character could get a red ring. And my Rock the Seal. I don't super care if my other characters get it.
I mean, this character can.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a question of whether I can use it, I just don't have another one. Like, my Rock the Seal, I prefer her to get it at some point. So I can overcap her ATP. Because I do use her to abuse Forward Falls quite a bit in single player and multiplayer. That's pretty much the only purpose of the character now, is just bullying falls. I actually dodged the laser. Wow, I dodged the laser twice. 3 times? 4 times? I dodged the charge? Untouchable? I'm gonna get hit. I did well for a while. That charge, though. Oh, it baited me. It went to the side. You got me, Dorfon. The classic sideways charge. Well, that reminds me. The reason I didn't play the Phantasy Star Zero soundtrack while we started up today's stream, apparently all the videos got taken down, so oops. Rip that soundtrack, I guess. I didn't think people were still caring about that game, but I guess they got deleted by the Sega cops. Rip the soundtrack.
Obviously, you just listened to it on stream one too many times.
Apparently. They're like, hold on, fun detected. Shut it down. You've entered the no fun zone officially. I guess in terms of stream plans, once I finish my main series, I'm definitely going to lean a bit heavier towards some chat suggestions. We played a little bit this year when it comes to those. I know I want to end the year with a chat suggestion. They've been requested before. But in between, there's things I can pick up that the chat wants me to play. Dare I try things like the Dot Hack series, which I'm not sure if I would like or not. Did I miss all 3 demons on the paralyzed character? Please. It's so sad. I had one job. Failed. Only 15 beats left. I have to say goodbye to the gun.
Plenty of time.
That's gonna be kind of long. But it is worth it. Goodbye, satellite wizards. One thing that makes me kind of sad though, on the Discord, I gotta adjust the time that the beats are. I have to keep adding an hour whenever I look at them. I'm like, wait a minute, it doesn't start at 6 o'clock anymore. Got a big material for future character. I guess at this point, the next time we play, I don't know if it'll be tomorrow, but it'll probably be a minimum be Friday. Be making another character. It's just, do I feel like the Faux Newman is worth it over the Faux Morrow? I kind of want to have a gimmick day, if we could get more people committed to it, where all we try to do is play Rummoral the whole time. It's a little too short notice for it to be this week. Not to say that we won't have many Rumworlds to level in the future either. The only other thing I could think of in preparation for challenge mode. Apparently people do recommend the Faux New World quite a bit. So I already got my character.
He just has the highest MSP.
Yeah, I was thinking Faux Newman or her. Whether the Faux Newman's HP would be enough. Because that's what my concern is. It's not her damage, it's her ability to not die to the boss. Like, I'm really worried about her versus, like, Worm boss in particular. Like, Mine's boss, I'm not worried. Worm boss with, like, the spread lasers, Chat would either have to block for me every time, or I would have to be fed so many HP materials. I'm sad one of them noticed me. I plan to use you as the decoy backfired. Hello, Fireball. I'd like to introduce you to some friends. Oh, I actually got the back-to-back demons. Nice. If only I had that luck more often. The sad part is, even if you paralyze them, I'm like, I'm still not gonna demons them. My odds of missing them are just as terrible. If they're paralyzed or not. It's still bad. There we go. Hey, progress made. I think I could win now. Nice. Okay, that was decent luck with the demons today in this run. 13 beats going on 12. Yeah, probably enough to clear the quest, but not much else.
Might get the elite dragon with it if we rush to TTF afterwards.
Just pew him down. Yeah, I'm glad this gun kind of revitalized the character. Especially since, like, I literally stopped playing her for, like, almost a whole year. Just because, like, I'd only play her solo, and then I stopped playing, like, solo for a while, in particular last year, so it's like I never had a reason to use her on stream. Now it's like, okay. Second character I ever made, put in the work. Oh, they fixed the Gafoi technique banner. Nice. Oh, no, they didn't. They didn't actually do it. They broke it. They don't have a name. Unless that's what happens when you censor the name.
I'm okay with that if it is.
So I know somebody complained in the forums, they're like, alright, how come my banner didn't go up? Correct, apparently. You know what? I was kind of expecting another Marissa AA, I'm not gonna lie.
I was low-key hoping.
Rip. Oh, you're dead? Oh.
Oh yeah. Apparently I just cannot keep scape dolls for any reason.
I was gonna say, that's not a good trait to have for challenge mode. Keep those scape dolls, Murphy. Cherish them. Protect them. Oh, I shook out, but I didn't... Should have done the pause trick to run faster. I went to hit the one that was sitting you, and it got the auto dodge. And the auto dodge. I think I could crack control them from here. Got a pretty good lineup on them.
Low-key making me want to invest in a Snow Queen. Just
Maybe.
for Marissa's.
I want to take that, like, legitimately for my Ramar, so I can finally do Ursinos. I'm so over Ramar not having options on most enemies. Also, if I didn't shoot there, I would have died to the 2, by the way. That fire damage was insane. I got another scape doll. If you want one, I can give you one later. Once we're done QQing. Don't you pull me towards this. That dodge was kind of nice, though. Just weave. I need to just weave. Wow. I will take that all day. Dodging the freeze blast, dodging the melee. Getting outplayed today. Goodbye, Zeus. Beats left. Quite a bit of the room to go. Normally clear around 28, I want to say. Definitely not a lot of time at the end. Let's just do it here. Fireball messed up my combo. It's not that I didn't recover from it, but the stun time. That was the problem. I'd have to say. Marissa down. Zoo getting the lead. Marissa getting the lead. Marissa down. The lasers and done. I'm so happy I started using Dolphin on this boss. It's been like such a like I don't know what inspired me originally to try it. I don't know if it was like a missed button input when I was playing Forces. Rockaseel found Daylight Scar. Every time I see that, I'm just like, they're playing episode 2. Oof. That's all I'm thinking. I have nothing positive to say about episode 2, except for maybe Endless. That's about it. But Gapoe 29, we were just talking about you. I definitely want to. It'll probably help me finish my Forces. I don't need many more of those. I think I literally just need 2, technically. I will gladly pick that up wherever it is. Idol... Antidote? I don't think so. A Foe 29? Yeah, I use that sometimes. Mostly just falls. I didn't get like anything too crazy so far, but I got a lot of things that'll help me for the future, so I'm gonna live with that. Speaking of crazy. It's like the equivalency, like we're fighting the same boss in a game like Diablo. The item lingers for a frame, just snatch, this is gone. I'm so glad that loot system is not the default anymore. I remember when they were experimenting with the other loot system.
I mean, let's just be honest. That was the whole reason to play a hunter is you were in melee range, you could pick it up faster.
It is true. Mysteriously, while fighting falls, everybody gravitates towards the top half of the arena. They're like, oh no, they're like, oh no, falls run out of range. Darn. Guess I'll stay right here, right at the northern point. You never know.
But you do know it's the eastern point that has its drop, right?
Oh, is it eastern? I never paid attention. I thought it was north. Oh, goodbye, Marissa. I'm actually kind of okay with this. They're within like a couple shot ranges. Unless I could dodge the one that's attacking me currently, we're good. We're not good. Get off of me. Stop wasting my time.
Uh-oh.
Oh. Oh yeah, we're not doing the old drop style anymore. Never ever will I ever play old drop style. No interest. I had enough of that in like Diablo 2 days. That was just ridiculous. It's actually going to be fairly close on the boss. We only have 6 beats left. We'll be down to like 1 beat maybe. Big one. Oh, no space. Oh, laser. And divine protection, you know what? We'll sacrifice you to the gods. May you become a better rare in a future life. Like that 30 hit, or excuse me, 40 hit total Vulcan that dropped. It has lords. Shake your head at it, chat. If only that was like a Heaven Striker. I'm like, oh, 40 hit Heaven Striker? Sure. Take that. Don't mind me. Goodbye, satellite lizard. Yeah. Honestly, I don't think I even really did a lot of Falls runs at all prior to Ephinea. They're just better ways to level. I didn't have, like, TTF, though. That was also part of the problem. So it's like, there's no way I would just normal mode run to Falls willingly. Like, I'll do it to, like, unlock the next difficulty, but, other than that, I'll be like, yeah, it's not worth it. But we've evolved very much beyond that point. I wish that Zoo did not target me just then. It actually just undid all my running. Okay, this is ridiculous. I'm gonna die. Okay, there we go. The Rabarda? Question mark? I think that was the Rabarda saving me there. Thank you, RNG. See you around, Astro. Always nice to see you. Hopefully we'll get the Heaven Striker. We'll see, though. Gotta get a Conjure you. They made me use every single Dimate due to that terrible, terrible Zoo combo with the Marissa. That was unlucky. Not only did it go for the Fireball technique, it went for it twice after I interrupted it the first time. So it's like, I just had nothing but interrupters on the Marissas, which is like the worst. I'd rather it charge laser. It actually does less damage overall. And it gives me an opportunity to hit the Marissa. Well, Operation Murder the Boss. We got 3 beats, and then
That's
sadness
plenty
happens.
of time.
Okay, don't get baited. Don't get baited by the spinners. Don't get baited. Okay, at least give me a heavenly ability. I don't plan on using it on this character, but it could be useful on, maybe my Ucast. I think he's using a god ability. Oh, there we go. We dodged the spinners this time. Didn't dodge that, but that's fine. Only need to dodge one set. Kill this spinner, but not the one that matters.
Got it. Red.
I only found the yellow one again. I have terrible luck with getting the right one. Okay. I'm gonna walk forward and hopefully get tornadoes. I wanted to tornado over missile. Spinner's also okay. So 2 beats left. Walking in, walking in, walking in. What are you gonna do? A tornado? Spinner, that's awkward, but that's fine. Using. Should reach. Yeah, if I can react to the spinners, it's fine, but it can be very bad otherwise.
Yeah, sometimes they just so happen to spawn under your gun.
Yeah. Be a big time save here. Get a time save. 1.5 beats left. It's all down to you, Murphy. I managed to get close-ish. There we go. Heavenly ability. I like the buff sound effects as we're just standing around. Brutal. Gave me escape though. Feel disrespected.
Amusingly, I did get in the setup.
Didn't even pick the skip all up. This is so sad. I guess I'll get rid of a general shield for it, but I'm also at the point where I think I've fully recovered. I might have to just start skipping escape dolls until I start dying again. I don't really need them on this character. I managed to get like 120 back, despite going through... what was that? Several weeks of episode 2?
I mean, that's probably what spent most of them, to be fair.
That's all they're used for, to be honest. I very rarely die.
I carry one oopsie for fouls, just in case.
Yeah, it's just like... I'm likely to die to the soul link. That's usually if I'm gonna take a death or TTF, that's where I'm gonna die. Other than that, I'm like, nah. So many escape dolls. Well, I don't know if I feel like doing a TTF, honestly. I think what we're gonna do... I'm gonna sell my escape dolls. I've had enough of you. I think I'm gonna see how many tickets I have. That's how I'm gonna end the stream. Just looking at all the ridiculous tickets. I don't even have a rough idea of how many I even have with this character.
You should have more than 100. We definitely did like 15 runs just this week.
Yeah, but I'm not even sure if I've been holding some from earlier either. We'll call this Blue Venue. I freed up my inventory to have all this. Intense quest action. Nothing is gonna last forever, that's true. Especially not these tickets. Ooh. I should have deposited my money before now. I mean, it's fine. How many second places could I realistically get?
I have 600K.
I got baited. I don't know. Oh, hold on. I need to learn. How do you deal with this teleport? Let me take it into witness. If I just touch this, where does this orient me?
whenever you walk through the portal in the lobby.
Right. Right. Okay, there we go. I mean,
Like,
specifically when you go into seabed, I get really confused. 'Cause the camera just like whips around.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm good. Yeah, I'm not confused by whether it goes to virtual reality or seabed. That I'm not confused over. It's when I... Oh, did I get first place? I did. Wait, is this... Wait, is this character's first place? I got samurai armor. Oh, no. Wow, that is sad. Like, look at the level I am. I have 105 tickets, so I had 110 coming into this. Well... That's kind of unfortunate, really, because now I decrease the odds of me getting something useful.
I mean, the next is what? Galatine? No, Girasol.
Girasol, yeah. Oh, I got 200,000 instead of... Okay. That was worth it to me now. See, this quest is secretly Meseta Plus. It was Meseta Plus week. Game got the memo. Time to get some grinders for later. Those S ranks. Which I think I'm actually at a decent amount again. The game is now making sure I'm at a decent amount. I could probably full rank at least 2, maybe 3. Keep getting mono grinders, so sad. Hold on a second. Thought of something. I'm gonna leave turbo on. I'm like, wait a minute. I don't actually have to match this. I'm just gonna let it do it. What did I receive? Who knows? Thank you, turbo. I love it. I was gonna say, I love it. Pressing it so fast, I just shot the console. I mean, that's what it gets for giving me 5th place, to be fair. So many tickets. Fortunately, I don't see the big... That's too fireworks. It's okay. I'll slow it down just so I can see how many I have left. The 5th place. How many mono grinders is that, by the way? Oof, 8? Oof. That's painful. Okay, I got 9 more to go. This will make 1 out of 9.
My last ticket.
I got another. Oh, I got a tri-grinder that time. I did better. And this is all just fueling the future S ranks.
Total haul, 5 mono, 2 evade, 1 die, 1 mine, 1 try, 1 power.
I got a samurai armor.
And 1 200k.
Oh, I just realized I don't have a good Sky ID character. Do I make that a Force or a Ranger? Because if it's a Ranger, they can do Gaigui hunts with the team. I'm not bringing a Force to episode 2. I'm tired of that. Darn, am I gonna have to have 5 colors of Rangers for what I want?
Go farming Rangers.
Oh, I'm at max money. Oops, I shouldn't have gambled. Hopefully I don't get second again. Alright, we gotta deposit money. I was counting that, and I'm like, wait a minute. I don't think I lost a lot from it. I think I lost maybe like 50 or 60,000. It wasn't too terrible. But if I gambled again, I'd lost more. Well, almost back up to 10 million. So far, just handing those in, I've gotten almost 1 million. So take that, box runs. how many more do I have left? I have 5. The last gamble. Nice. Let's see if we get anything interesting for final gamble. A die grinder. Ooh, so I got 11 mono grinders, 2 tri grinders, 2 die grinders, 2 defense materials, a samurai armor, and a lot of money. A lot of money. Yeah, not too bad. I think I'll call it here. Be doing something similar tomorrow. I actually capped on mono grinders. Interesting. I'll have to go fix that for stream next time. I'm sure I'll pick up more mono grinders on the way there. But, is there anything you'd like to say to the chat, Murphy, before we sign out? It's true, you did get the money. Too strong. See you around, Murphy.
Boy, be.
Okay, chat, so let's sign out, I suppose. So I don't have too much really to add. I think Murphy got all the stuff we were looking to farm as ults outside of maybe a high hit Vice. So pretty good rare spread / coverage. Even Ephinea sees with hit, it's not too bad. And other than that, we leveled up once. We were gonna level again tomorrow. Despite being a super high level where the XP is like the sharpest curve upwards exponentially you've ever seen. Like ridiculously hard to level characters. But getting to about 185, 186, definitely doable, I would say, the next couple days. So all these extra stats just goes towards more consistent dolphin damage, slightly better solo player or single player defense, and just better damage in general. Now, I'm not going to be quite capped on MST as is, but we're getting close. Accuracy, I think I can get rid of 1 unit at this point and still be maxed accuracy. So within 3 levels, I'll actually free up a slot completely, which will feel pretty good. So if I really just want to keep a permanent Heavenly Mind on, I really could, if I wanted to. Just for the striker damage and more consistent rest of heals. But I think otherwise, we'll see. If work isn't too crazy, maybe tomorrow will end up being the create a character. And we'll create them potentially during the odd beats. Potentially going into even beats. I definitely see it being possible on Friday just because of the schedule of things. So we'll probably split the video regardless. That way people that just want to watch the raw moral party see the raw moral party, and the people that want to see the power level see the power level. But anyway, that's for another time. And unfortunately, the time, at least for this particular video, it's the time to say goodbye. So if you did watch to this point in the video, the Vaughn, we're gonna say goodbye to YouTube. So long for now. And hopefully, we'll see you again next time.